Oi, to the bone! And today we are going to do a new unbiased gear review on this, the Crunchmaster from Aura Amps. So Aura Amps from Santo Andre, Brazil has been putting out some really kick-ass pedals and a few awesome kick-ass amps as of late. And this is no exception. This is what appears to be a redesigned Crunchmaster pedal. There was a different version that only had 5 knobs on here and had a little bit different appearance to it. This is the current enclosure. Very, very nice rugged metal housing with a really awesome powder coating on the front of it there. We are treated to 6 knobs now instead of 5. Level, boost, bass, mids, gain, and treble. We also have a clipping diode switch here with 3 different positions and therefore also 3 different sounds. Now, what's cool about this boost is that it is billed as an independent boost that gives you 35 decibels of extra oomph. So we'll test that out in the tone demo. But yeah, this is kind of an ampy, sort of like Fendery, Voxy tone to it. It's not like super high gain at all. It's definitely a little bit more geared for like classic rock, maybe pop punk or indie would work well with this too, but definitely something more like a little bit less heavy and guttural and a little bit more just kind of feel good rock and roll would do well to utilize this unit. But that's all right. Let's step outside my comfort zone a little bit and give this thing a whirl. Okay, so for the purposes of the tone demo, I am going to use my extremely trustworthy Framus television model with Seymour Duncan Alnico 2 Pro humbuckers, so that way I have something with kind of a nice warm low end and crisp chimey highs with which to test out this pedal. So, as you can see from the front here, level, boost, bass, mids, gain, and treble. We've got a clipping switch, which is 3 position with different clipping diodes. We've got crunch, which is basically the on-off switch, and we've got an onboard boost. So first of all, this is the clean tone. Through my high watt custom super high 50, and this is going right into the front end. All the controls at noon. As you can see, the level is a little touchy. It is very, very easy to get some very, very ampy kind of tones out of this. Some very amp-like breakup there. All right, let's crank the gain and see what this can do as far as in a rock setting. Every control has a fair amount of sweep to it, so very, very touch sensitive and extremely responsive, kind of no matter where you set the knobs at. So let's check out some of the different clipping diodes and see what they all do. This is, of course, the middle position where we bend this for the duration of this video so far. Now let's check out the booster. check if the booster does anything without the crunch engaged. So remember, we're back on clean tone. Cool, so that's an independent boost on there. It's quite nice, actually. I kind of want to hear what this thing sounds with the high gain channel of the head. So that's my high watt just on high gain mode without the boost function engaged rather. Very, very nice. Okay, so overall, my final thought, this was interesting. It's definitely a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, so definitely kind of interesting to play around with this and check out the different tones that are on tap. And it's definitely very, very cool for what it is. It's a versatile drive box that has the independent boost on there. That independent boost worked really, really well and really pushes the front of an amp super nice. But yeah, this some pretty exceptional amp-like tones coming out of this. A little bit pushed, not so much in terms of like the searing molten high gain, but definitely in sort of a pushed crunchy amp head kind of area. So very, very nice. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but Arnold, what are you drinking? Let's go to the beer fridge. So today we're going to break into Oktoberfest from Boxing Bear Brewery, based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, I believe. Yes, Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is a 5.3% alcohol by volume Marzen beer, brewed with traditional German malts and hops. Pours a nice golden color, slightly copper to the hue, with a very, very thick white rocky head. Ever so slightly floral in the aroma, but not a lot. Like floral, but then it kind of finishes a little corn, for lack of a better description. Oh, that's good. So, coats the mouth really well. Kind of a nice maltiness to it, a little bit richer, a little thicker flavor. Very, very, very good, but definitely not something that's overly complex, especially for kind of the style. You want something that's just kind of basic, that's just very, very easily drinkable, something that you can pass out like a six-pack of to all your friends and just, here, let's all just chillax and have one of these and bullshit a little bit. And that is definitely this kind of beer. It's very, very good. Okay, guys, that's all for me. Keep checking back. There's lots more content that's coming. I'm just kind of getting off my ass and getting all of it done. So thank you guys so much for your patience while I've been getting caught up a little bit.